Welcome to a world where you can learn about real life in a setting that is alive and growing just like you are. From everyday people who may never have teaching certificates, but all have something valuable to offer. In a place where everyone is a student and everyone is a teacher. This is the One Room Schoolhouse.
Good morning, friends.
Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning, friends at home. Welcome back. Happy, what day of the week is it today?
Friday.
Oh, I want to hear that again. What day of the week is it today? Nice. Today is Friday, even though our calendar says Thursday. We got to get better at that. That's going to be one of our morning chores is changing the calendar. Good morning. Oh, I know we're super excited. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. We're excited. It's going to be a good day today. Welcome back, friends at home that are watching and joining us in our classroom. We're happy to have you back today as well. All righty. Well, let's talk about a few things. Yes, Josh, did you have a question? Tomorrow is Halloween. Okay, so while we're on the topic, some of our friends in here celebrate, some don't, okay? If you celebrate and you would like to share what your costume is tomorrow, raise your hand. Okay. Caleb M., what is your costume?
An astronaut.
An astronaut, that's awesome. Indiana?
I'm a chicken.
A chicken, what do chickens say? Bok, bok. Can you show everybody your nails? Did you go somewhere yesterday?
Yes.
Where were you yesterday?
And Heidi's house.
And Heidi painted your nails
Yeah.
to match your chicken costume? It's perfect. It's perfection. It's perfection. Let's see, Louie, what are you going to be? A witch, but a nice one? Yeah, I love it. And Aubrey? Very cool. Well, we'll talk all day today about what we're going to be for Halloween tomorrow. It's okay. I'll get to you guys in a minute, okay? I think I'm just going to be myself. I have to find something to wear tomorrow. Well, but I'm not every day. I got to be something different. What if I'm the student in the chair and you're the teacher? And you teach us about bananas. Because who says banana time? Very nice. Okay, let's all stand and get ready for the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Very nice.
Caleb, that was so good. I heard you.
Very nice. Let's see. Autumn, would you like to say the prayer this morning? Come on up. I haven't shook it out of you yet. I'll do that later. Okay? Let's all bow our house. Don't bow your houses. Bow your heads and get ready for the prayer.
Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this school. And I hope Isaiah's having a good week on his mission trip. And I thank you for this day and everything that we have at the school. Amen.
Amen. Woo! I almost fell over. I shouldn't get down like that. I'm a little too old for that. All righty. Did we get all of our chores done this morning?
Yeah.
So did someone say no?
Yeah.
What was missing? What did we forget?
Chickens.
Oh, we took care of them. Yeah. So I was talking to Farmer Dalton this morning, and our turkeys are headed off to be processed, I think in about a week and a half. So we have about a week and a half left with the turkeys. And then the meat birds, I think we have 3 weeks left. So After that, we won't have them, I know, to take care of. So we'll have to come up with some different chores to do in the mornings.
Like horses?
Well, we already do the horses, right? You guys go with Papa every morning to the horses? We'll still have the peacocks and we'll still have the babies, all the egg layers.
Will they stay?
Yes, those are our egg layers. Those are for good. But I think those are the ones that are going to follow behind the cows. I have to confirm with Farmer Dalton. I'm pretty sure. But have you guys watched the peacocks? They're starting to get some color. Have you guys noticed? Yeah. One of them is starting to get really, really, really pretty. So, huh?
Which one?
The bigger one in there. You can look at it later and see which one it is. The peacocks are getting really colorful. Alrighty, you guys. So Monday is a very cool day. Monday is National Authors Day. What do you think it means to celebrate National Authors Day, Mackenzie?
If an author comes and gives you a book.
Yeah, so we're celebrating authors, and they may come and talk to you and stuff like that. Okay, so remind me, what is an author? Yes, Indiana.
The author is write the book.
Someone who writes the book. Very good. And we happen to have an author who you guys already know. Papa is an author, and he's going to come. We are going to celebrate National Authors Day today with Papa. We are going to, and just for my friends here, because you guys have seen these books, right? You guys have this book pretty much memorized, right? The cow said what? Nay. And then the newest book, The Day God Made You, which you guys should all have because he was very nice and gave you guys all a book. But you guys may not have seen these books.
My parents have them.
They do?
My parents have one of those.
So Papa doesn't only write kids books for us here.
Both of those books.
But
And one time, my dad got my mom, and her name was Joey, and me and Papa went on a big busy walk today.
you guys went on a walk this morning and said your morning prayers. Wait a minute. This little person up here looks awful familiar on this book cover. Anyone recognize this person? That's you. So I'm guessing, I've read them actually, so I know what they're about, but these are about Papa's life.
They're famous.
Huh?
They're famous. I'm an Indian.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when you write a book, that's what happens. In the news? What? We know someone whose name was in the newspaper? That's amazing. Well, let's bring Papa in to talk about National Authors Day and all the things it means to be an author.
Thank you, kids.
What a welcome.
Wow. How are you guys this morning? Is it cold out this morning? Me and Indiana had to put our coats on this morning. This is the first time we've had our big coats on this year. Do you guys like the cold? Do you like the cold? Would you rather have it be hot outside or cold outside? Hot.
Yeah, we want it perfect, right?
I think I like it just a little bit chilly in the mornings and then the rest of the day just perfect.
Warmed up, yeah.
But it's kind of fun this morning to put our coats on. So as Miss Rebecca said, on Monday is National Authors Day, so we're going to celebrate it today. Yeah, it's not Monday, but we're going to do it today because we have the opportunity today, and I get to be here with you guys today. I've made some notes, so I'm going to read a few notes of some things that I want to talk to you guys about. Is that okay? First off, it says, every year on November 1st, millions of people celebrate authors and the books that they write on National Authors Day. Books have a mind of their own. They take time to develop, research, edit, revise, and rewrite. The stories we read as we drift off to sleep take us on travels or allow us to collect dust on several flat surfaces in our homes. Sometimes they take years and years and years to find their way to you. Some books people write very fast, like almost immediately, and some books take years and years to write. Do you guys have any favorite books? I want to go around the room and I want to ask what your favorite book is. What's yours, Caleb?
Superheroes.
Superheroes book. What's your favorite book, Indiana?
My favorite book is Hardison.
Thank you. I probably give you 5 for that one. That's very nice
It's like
of
you
you.
planned it almost.
I didn't tell
But
her
you
that,
didn't
but thank you.
plan it.
Caleb, what's your favorite book?
So sweet.
What do you think? What's your favorite book, Caleb? Or I'm sorry, in CJ, what's your favorite book?
Cowboy.
Cowboy book. What about yours, Autumn?
Animal books.
Animal books. Yes, Magnolia. Oh, Anne of Green Gables. That's one of our favorite books. Superheroes. Boys like superheroes. What about you, Caleb? What do you like? Do you like superhero books or karate books? Yeah, you like karate books, right? Yeah. Hazel, what do you like? Anne of Green Gables. I like that too. Louis?
I like history books.
History books. I love history.
I like history
Josh, what's your favorite book?
books.
Cowboy books? That's probably why you wear your cowboy hat all the time. Now you got your cowboy shirt on every day. Ezekiel, what's your favorite book?
Animal books.
Animal books. What about you, Aiden?
The Fern book up there.
The fern book up there?
Oh, Papa and Joey.
Oh, you like that book? Oh, that's nice of you. What about you?
I like The Cow Said Nay.
The Cow Said Nay. Oh, I love that you love that book. What about you, Piper?
Cow Said Nay.
Cow Said Nay. What about you?
I like the book Lion King.
Lion King book. That's a good one. And you know, sometimes books, when they're really, really popular, they become movies. Like Lion King was a super wonderful movie. And superheroes, lots of those are movies too. Do you know what some of my favorite books are? I'm going to read you 2 of my favorite books. And then we're going to do a special exercise. So this is my favorite children's book. So there's grown-up books. There's lots of different kinds of books. There's grown-up books, and some of those are fiction books, which means they're kind of pretend books. They're made up. I know you know.
This is called
The Giving Tree. Very good. So on grown-up books, there's pretend books, and then there's real books, and real is nonfiction. But for children's book, that's another kind of a book, and I love children's book. I've always loved children's books, and here's 2 of my very favorite ones I'm going to read to you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen this book before? Some of you have seen it. Some of you have never seen it before. It's written by this guy here. His name is Shel Silverstein. He looks kind of scary, doesn't he? But he's really smart. And you know what else? Besides writing children's books, he's a writer of other big books, and he writes lots of poems, and he even writes songs. He's one of my favorite songwriters too. But this book is my favorite children's book. It's called The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Once there was a tree. Once there was a tree. Shh, everybody listen while Papa reads. Once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. And every day the boy would come, and he would gather her leaves. And make them into crowns and play king of the forest. He would climb up her trunk and swing from her branches. Do you see him? He's hanging from the leaves right there. Swing from her branches, and he would eat apples. You can't see him, but you can see the apple cores fall into the ground. And they would play hide and seek. He's hiding behind a rock so the tree can't see him. Can't see him. We see him, don't we? And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. And the boy loved the tree. very much. And the tree was happy because the boy loved the tree. But time went by. Now look, the boy's getting bigger. And he's still with the tree, but he's getting bigger. And the boy grew older. Oh, he's sitting with a friend. Now he has lots of friends to play with. And the tree was often alone. The tree's a little bit sad because the boy's not there. Then one day the boy came to the tree. And the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and eat apples and play in my shade and be happy." "I am too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" "I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. I have only leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city. Then you will have money and you will be happy." And so the boy climbed up the tree and he gathered her apples and he carried them away. And the tree was happy. The tree was happy because she made the boy happy. But the boy stayed away again for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back and the tree shook with joy, and she said, "Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy." "I am too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me warm." He said, "I want a wife and I want children, so I need a house. Can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "The forest is my house, but you may cut off my branches and build a house, and then you will be happy." And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. And again, the tree was happy. Because the tree made the boy happy. She was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long, long time, and when he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered, "come and play." "I am too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk and make a boat," said the tree. "Then you can sail away and be happy." Look, the boy is now grown much, much older. Can you see? And so the boy cut down her trunk and he made a boat and he sailed away. And the tree was happy, but not really. Well, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading and we'll find out. But after a long time, the boy came back again. "I am sorry, boy," said the tree, "but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone." "Well, my teeth are too weak for apples," said the boy. "My branches are gone," said the tree. "You cannot swing on them." "I am too old to swing on branches," said the boy. "My trunk is gone," said the tree. "You cannot climb." "That's okay. I am too old, too tired to climb," said the boy. "I am sorry," sighed the tree. "I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I am just an old stump. I am sorry." That's all he has left. "I don't need very much now," said the boy. "Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I am very tired." "Well," said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could, "well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down and rest." And the boy did. And the tree was happy. The end. Wow. That's just the way. Some books have color pages and some have black and white pages. But this author, he does these all by himself. He does all of the artwork. Sometimes, like on my book, on The Cow Said Nay, or on The Day God Made You, I wrote all the words, but someone else did all the illustrations, the painting and the pictures. Sometimes authors do it all themselves. So in this one, Mr. Silverstein, he wrote all the words and he drew all the pictures. And he just did those with like an ink and a piece of paper. But on this one, this is a couple, I think. I don't know these people, but I love this book. And they wrote the words. Their name is Audrey and Don Wood. And they not only wrote the words, but they did the pictures. And their pictures are not black and white, right? They're color pictures, which are really, really pretty. Said little one. What about you, Jalen?
I have that book and I have the disc because that also is a song.
Wow, it's a song. I've never heard that song. My friends Mike and Sally gave this book to Indiana. So I'm going to read this book. Everybody be real quiet. I'm going to read this book. I love this book too. The name of this book is called The Napping House by Audrey and Don Wood. This is another one of Papa's favorite books. Let me check on my time. I think we're okay. I'm going to read one more book and then we're going to do another activity. There is a house. And this one you guys can say with me. Indy knows how to do this, but you guys can help me with this one. There is a house, a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Can you say a napping house where everyone is sleeping? See, everybody's asleep. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. See that? And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. See? See? I'm going to keep going. And on that granny there is a child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Here's the next page. I'll show it to you, then I'll read it to you. And on that child there is a dog, a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Very good. Here's the next page. And on that dog there is a cat, a snoozing dog, a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Here's the next page. And on that cat there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Next page. See this one? And on that mouse there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea? On a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, in a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A wakeful flea who bites the mouse, who scares the cat, who claws the dog, who thumps the child. Oh no. Oh no. Who bumps the granny. Who breaks the bed. Oh no. In a napping house where no one now is sleeping. Everybody's awake. How about that? Isn't that a good book? Because it's morning time. One of my favorite things about that book is it starts out dark and dreary and rainy, and then it gets brighter and brighter, and everybody wakes up from the nap. So one thing, everybody hush, everybody quiet please, quiet please. Can you think about what authors we've had here this year? Miss Rebecca, can you help us think of We had, yes, we had Miss Kelly who came and read Lumi the Light.
And Miss Amy.
Miss Amy came recently and read about the pumpkin.
Yeah.
And Papa's been here. Is there any other ones, or just those three?
I think just those three.
Well, one thing that we can do on National Authors Day, and Papa, one thing that we can do on National Author Day is we can write a letter to the authors and thank them for their books. So how about on Monday, you guys all get together and write a letter and thank Miss Kelly and Miss Amy, and maybe I'll get a letter. That would be pretty fun. And me.
That's a good idea.
And
good idea.
So let's talk about a children's book. Do you guys, would you like to write a children's book with me? All right, I've never done this before, but I got up really early today. I wanted to work on this and see if we could find a way to try and write a children's book together. So the first thing we're going to do is Miss Rebecca is going to pass out these little book things, and we're going to get some crayons.
Okay.
And we're going to just draw some pictures as we go along. Normally, not normally, but sometimes you have an illustrator that you can work with, or you can work with later, but today you guys will be the illustrators. And the authors, because you're going to help me write the book. Yeah, you can put them all together. Keep them in there together, buddy. So you guys are just going to have fun drawing as we go along. You can put anything on any page, but on the front page, we're going to put the first picture that we're going to think of. So let me tell you about the parts of a children's book that are important. I was thinking about it, and this is what I came up with. I don't know what everybody else does, but there's two parts of a children's book that are the first things that you think of. Number one is the story. So you have to have a good story. Will you guys help me write a story? And then besides the story, you have to have good pictures or artwork. So you guys are going to do artwork while we all work on a story together, okay? If you know how to write words, you can write a word or two. If you don't know how to write words, you can just draw pictures. What you're going to do is just have fun with these. So today we're going to write a story. Listen. Guys,
Hey, you guys have your own colors and stuff in your cubbies. Go ahead and get your pencil boxes out.
Pull your cubbies out.
So you guys can color. Very good.
Hey guys, pull out your cubby boxes, and then listen. We're going to write a book about a bunny rabbit today. Does that sound good? Yeah. A bunny rabbit. So, I think what's the first thing you start with when you start a story? Sometimes they start with the idea that it begins, most stories start the same way, even if you don't say them, they start once upon a time, like on all the Disney stories, right? They start once upon a time, but it doesn't always have to actually say the words once upon a time. Papa's gonna start with some words, and you guys tell me some other words as we go along. So look, we're gonna start our book, and we're gonna write about a baby bunny. Does that sound good? So we're going to start with the first, we're going to come up with the title of it at the end of this one. But it's going to be about a baby bunny. So everybody on the front, draw a picture of a baby bunny. Or on the front. Yeah, on the very front. A picture of a baby bunny. Anything you want to do. A baby bunny. And you know what else? That's good. And then you know what you can do? You can put your name on there too if you want to, if you know how. So draw a picture on the front of a baby bunny. And so here's the beginning of our story, okay? That's okay. We're going to connect them later. So there once was a baby bunny, as cute as he could be. First we got to figure out, is it a boy bunny or a girl bunny? A girl. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, Hazel answered first, and she said a girl bunny, so this one's going to be a girl bunny. So now, so we got to make sure we write it so it's about a girl. So the first line that I'm working on is, there once was a baby bunny as cute as she could be. Are you guys drawing a cute bunny? Who hopped into a big garden to see what she could see. Can you now, in your picture that you have, make sure that you draw a garden with your bunny. So there once was a baby bunny as cute as she could be, who hopped into a big garden to see what she could see. So don't forget, first picture is gonna be a baby bunny in a garden. So now that we have a bunny in a garden, we have to think about what is she gonna do now that she's in a garden. And so here, she's gonna eat. I bet she's hungry. So how about the next line? She was feeling a little hungry. Her tummy made a rumbly sound. So she thought, I'll have some lunch. And the bunny started looking around. That's okay. You don't have to worry about words. You can just start with, so far we've got a bunny in a garden. And you can turn the page if you want to and do another page now. That's okay. You can do anything you want. Caleb can help you with the bunny if you want. What? You get to take your time. You guys think about with me. Let's do this. Maybe it's too hard to draw pictures and to think. So let's everybody look at Papa mostly while we're talking, okay? Let's look and let's think about our story the most. So now that she's hungry and she's looking for something to eat, what do you think a bunny's going to look for first? Carrots. Okay, so first she spied an orange carrot and she took a little bite. So maybe draw a carrot. She spied an orange carrot and she took a little bite and her face started to frown and she said, this doesn't taste right. I don't know. That's why we're doing a story, because when you do a story, you don't know why things are happening and you got to keep turning the pages to find out. So now she's found a carrot and she took a bite and she should like it, but she's a baby bunny and for some reason she doesn't like it. Do you draw a picture of a carrot? She wants milk, huh? So let's try something else. What else could she go and look for and she could try now in the garden? Broccoli. Okay. Nope, she said broccoli. So then she tried some broccoli. There was a bunch there, so that was lucky. And then she took a bite and spit it out and said, I think broccoli is yucky. Wait a minute. So now she's tried carrots and she's tried broccoli. What else could she try? A pineapple. There's no pineapple in our garden, probably. Maybe outside the garden somewhere.
Lettuce.
So she could try lettuce. Let's name all the vegetables we can name. How about that? Potatoes. She could try potatoes. What about sweet potatoes? Huh? She could try celery. Watermelon.
Yeah.
Cabbage. Why don't pizza? There's no pizza in the garden. How about if you try and help me write one? And you know one of Papa's favorite things about books is rhyming. Do you know what rhyming is? Just a minute. Yeah, rhyming makes things sound the same. The words sound the same. Let's do some rhymes together, okay? How about eat? What rhymes with eat? Beat.
Nice.
Beat. So why don't we try and write this one about a beet? So then she tried a new thing and she picked up a purple beet. Have you had beets before? Well, you know what? This bunny hadn't had one before. It's just a purple beet. Have you seen a beet before? Well, they're round and they're pretty hard. And so how about if the bunny takes a bite of that and she says, it isn't very good to eat. It's too hard to eat. Maybe that's even better because it's too hard to eat. So now she's ate a carrot. What else did she eat? Broccoli, a beet, and then what about an onion? Let's name all the vegetables we can. Brussels sprouts, cabbage. You guys have a lot of stuff in your garden. Lettuce, that's a good one. What about radishes?
Yeah.
Radish is a good one. Pumpkins. Do you want to try and write one about pumpkin?
We want to have a pumpkin
Let me see if you
patch.
can write it. What do you want to say about a pumpkin? Then she tried a pumpkin, and then what happened?
And then she said, that's yummy.
Then she tried a pumpkin, and
She said it's yummy.
well, in this one, you know what I think's happening with our baby bunny? She's not liking anything. For some reason, she doesn't like it.
Pumpkin.
She
She wants milk from her mama.
wants milk from her mama.
She wants pumpkins too.
So how about it? And then she tried her some pumpkin, and
She liked it brown.
at first she said, oh man. But then she didn't like it because the pumpkin got all over her hands. Although she doesn't have hands, right? What kind of hands do they have? Paws.
But she does like the pumpkin.
Well, the point is she doesn't like her pumpkin very much. And she keeps trying more. What about maybe she has a zucchini
No.
and a squash?
Ooh, yummy.
What about
Biscotti.
okra
Biscotti.
and peas?
What about milk? Spaghetti.
So she tried everything and she just didn't like it. And she tried corn. She didn't like corn. So you can draw pictures of any of the vegetables. And so what happens is the baby bunny keeps trying all the vegetables and she doesn't like them. So our story has to keep going. Potato, yes. So the next part is now the baby bunny, something else has to happen. So guess what? Guess what happens in our story? But then she heard a buzzing sound in a box by the apple tree. And she hopped over and she looked inside, and there by a cute little bee was a whole bunch of yellow honey. And she reached in and she took her a taste. Then she took a big bite and then another, and a big smile came over her face. She loves honey. Guess what happens after that? What do you think she does now? Now that she found something she likes?
Ate
Huh?
it all.
Maybe she gets stung, but maybe not. Maybe she has an idea. And then the bunny has an idea, a wonderful idea. And she hopped down all the garden rows, and she gathered up all of the vegetables that she didn't like just a few moments ago. And guess what she does? And she dipped the carrot in the honey and ate it. And her corn and tomato and spinach and sweet pea. And all of the vegetables in the garden, she ate them up till her tummy was as full as can be. And so what if she didn't like the vegetables, but then she goes and she finds some honey, and then she goes and gets all the vegetables, and she eats all the vegetables and she dips them in the honey. Now what do you think can happen?
That's yucky.
She's going to love it.
She loves it. Now guess what happens? What if her mama comes over? What if the baby's mama comes and finds her? So she says, what have you been eating? So in a book, there's always a beginning of a story, and then there's always an end of a story. So we have to go all the way down along. You okay, Caleb? We have to go far, far, far away. That's okay. We're going to keep working on it all day today. Different times we can work on our books. You can do pumpkin. You can draw a pumpkin on there. But in a story, the story starts at the beginning. Remember when we said there once was a baby bunny? and as cute as she could be, and she hopped into a garden to see what she can see. And so now she's tried vegetables and she didn't like them, and then she found her way and she found some honey and she loved the honey. Now she dipped all the vegetables into the honey. Now she's ate all of her vegetables. So what if her mama comes and finds her?
Sticky.
Just then her mama came hopping over and said, "What are you doing, my dear?" "I'm eating my lunch from the garden," she said. "I started over there, but now I'm here." What do you think her mama would say? I think her mama would just smile at her because she would think it's really, really sweet. So what if the mama says, and then her mama smiled and started laughing and said, "Goodness, child, you're so funny. I love you so, so much, my sweet little honey bunny." So we'll name this book, our book will be called Honey Bunny or The Honey Bunny. How about that?
The baby honey bunny.
Baby Honey Bunny. Who knows how to write letters and words? You guys know how to? Cat? Yeah, bunny. How about if we call our book Honey Bunny? Have you ever heard anybody call somebody Honey Bunny? I call Indiana Honey Bunny sometimes. How about if I give you the letters on the front? Are you ready?
Can write it on the board.
Ready? You wrote it? Well, some of the kids didn't. Get ready, Indy. I'm going to give you the letters. We'll write Honey Bunny on the front of our book. H. H. Do an H. H. Do it an H. And then an O. H and an O. N. E. Y. Yours says honebone. That's close. Honey. That spells honey. And
I'm writing it up. I'm writing it up
there.
there.
Can you see it up there? Y. And then that's good, Indy.
Yeah.
A Y. And then the next word, you ready? Bunny. B, do a big B. You can do a little B. It's okay, Ezekiel. You do whatever B. Aiden will help you. A B. You can't do a B?
Just
I
like
think
this.
you can do a B.
You can do a B. I've seen you do it.
U. U. Indiana, you can do a U. Can you help CJ do a U? Show CJ a U. You know how to do a U? That's pretty
Very
good,
good
CJ.
job.
Oh, that's a B. Good job. Now an N.
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 Did I do it?
Pretty good. Now another N. And it's got an E or a Y? Just a Y.
Y.
And then a Y. Good job. Good job, Josh. Banana.
Bunny.
You did good. Let me see. That's very good. Yeah. So that's very good. Yours says honey one. Honey one. That's pretty good. All right, guys. Hey, listen. We're almost near the end of Papa's time here with you, but for National Authors Day, if you guys want to, later on we'll staple your pages together so you can take your book home and you can keep drawing on them and working on them, and you want to add your own pages and your own words. And you know what? You could even get some more paper and you can make your own book. All you have to have is a beginning of an idea, and then you follow your character. Sometimes you can make it rhyme, but you don't have to. And then at the end, then you find an ending for your story that makes you smile or makes you feel good. And then maybe someday, when you get big, do you think you guys want to be an author?
Yeah.
I would love it if someday you guys write your own stories.
Papa, I want to live here when I grow up.
You want to live here? Are we about done?
Okay, I think it's time for us to say goodbye to our classmates at home. And before, I want you guys to pay attention, because I'm going to tell our friends at home, Some news, as most of you guys may have read. Today is our last day of doing virtual school with you guys. So we will no longer do our daily live. We will continue to document and film what we do throughout the day, but we will not come to you every day live. Hopefully we'll be back soon. We'll see. But in the meantime, we have enjoyed you guys being with us. Thank you for joining us. All of our videos are on YouTube, so you can go back and watch all of our classes. Thank you for joining us. We will see you guys soon. Have a great weekend.
Good job. It's
Okay. Let me see your books. I want to see your books.
Let me see yours. These are challenging times for children and for parents everywhere. Remember that school doesn't just have to be in a building with teachers and desks. School can and should happen everywhere. This program is made possible thanks to the generous support from the Dottie Frist Foundation, the Happy Davis Foundation, Hart Utilities, and viewers like you.